Hello, friends from across the nation and around the world. I'm Martin, and you are listening to Dad's Bedtime Stories, the podcast that takes listener ideas and turns them into bedtime stories. Tonight, we're finally getting to the very last of my pre-recorded vacation episodes. I asked you to give me some story ideas for while I was on vacation, to have AI come up with stories, since, I'm taking a break. And you didn't disappoint. Let's check out our story idea for today.
Hi, my name is Coulson, and I would like a new series where there is this chicken, and her name is Sunshine, and the owners are me and Cecily. And whenever me and Cecily go out to check for eggs, she escapes and she goes on these crazy adventures. I love your podcast. Bye.
Coulson, I took that idea. I put it into my brain first, and for some reason what came out was that the chicken went on some sort of crazy ninja adventure. And then I decided it should be sort of a literary RPG-style adventure where the chicken could level up his skills. Well, I put both of those ideas into an artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, and this is what it came up with. Honestly, I think this one's kind of hilarious. If you like the episode, don't forget to rate and review the podcast on whatever platform you're listening on. And if someone you know ever says something about how difficult bedtime is, well, you tell them Dad's Bedtime Stories. Now, it's time to get as comfy as you can in that bed, close your eyes, and imagine yourself doing what the kid in the story does. Or, I guess the chicken in this case. The morning sun blinked lazily over the horizon, spreading gold over the hobby farm like butter on toast. Dew sparkled on the grass, a few flies buzzed lazily by. Somewhere in the distance, a goat sneezed. Coulson and Cecily stood by the chicken coop, holding a battered feed bucket and wearing the faces of two kids who would literally rather be doing anything else. "You're up," Cecily said. "No way," Coulson replied. "I did it yesterday." "You threw the feed from the porch. They loved it, though." Inside the coop, most of the chickens were already pacing excitedly, awaiting breakfast. But one, standing very still in the corner, did not pace. That chicken's name was Sunshine. Fluffy, yellowish, slightly round. To the untrained eye, she looked like just another hen-colored pillow with legs. But inside, where the real action was, she had a name all of her own. Sunshine Shadowbeak. She didn't remember where it came from, but it fit. It was the kind of name that whispered in the dark, that called for destiny, or possibly a dramatic slow-motion explosion behind her while she walked away clucking. And today was the day. The moment Coulson pulled the latch and Cecily swung open the coop door, the chickens exploded into a noisy flurry of feathers and squawks, all except Sunshine. She darted straight through the crowd, flapped once, leapt onto an overturned water bowl, and sprang into the air. The top of the fence loomed. She tucked and rolled mid-jump, years of practice, honed in secret, of course, and just barely cleared the edge. A final flap, and Sunshine was gone. Did that chicken just do parkour? Coulson asked. "Oh no, is that Sunshine?" Cecily gasped. "We're so fired." The instant Sunshine's claws hit the mossy ground beyond the fence, something shifted in the air. A sharp chime echoed from nowhere. The wind shimmered, and a glowing golden feather spun down in front of her. Then came a voice, a smooth but somewhat robotic voice. Subject ID, Sunshine. Status, autonomous. Classification, free chicken. Chicken upgrade system activated. Awarding first skill point. Sunshine blinked. A menu appeared in the air like a floating game interface. She stared, wide-eyed, as skill trees unfolded before her, shimmering with all kinds of possibilities. Skill unlock interface. Available branches. Ninja chicken skills. Elemental talents. Chicken utility perks. Available skill points 1. Sunshine didn't hesitate. Her tiny feathered mind locked onto the first branch with laser focus. Ninja chicken, of course. She selected it. The screen pulsed, revealing basic Tier 1 skills. Ninja chicken skills. Ninja awareness. Passive. Enhanced instincts, reflexes, and perception. Dodge roll level 1. Quick ground roll to evade attacks. Precision peck level 1. A devastatingly accurate peck. Ninja jump level 1. Extended aerial control and higher jumps. Sunshine hovered over ninja awareness and then selected it. A strange clarity washed over her. She felt her balance shift, her senses sharpened. The sound of wind and leaves became distinct. She could even hear Coulson arguing with Cecily through the fence about, well, whose fault it was that she had gotten free. The world slowed. A tiny digital ping confirmed her choice. This is who I am now, Sunshine thought. Let the adventure begin. She clucked once, and then darted into the woods without a sound. Sunshine moved through the woods like a shadow with feathers. Her newly unlocked ninja awareness perk was doing wonders. She noticed everything now. The rhythm of the squirrel claws on her back, the sound of dew evaporating from leaves, the exact angle of sunlight filtering through branches. She paused on a mossy log and struck a dramatic crouch, just because, well, it felt appropriate. The forest is my dojo now, she said to herself, and my destiny. Then, something new. Voices. Not human, but also not friendly. She leapt onto a stump and peered through the underbrush. In a small clearing, a raccoon stood cornered against a fallen log. His only weapon, a bent spatula which he was holding like a sword. Facing him were 3 possums, each one wearing a bandana for some reason. One possum bared his teeth. "We know you've got the shiny striped tail. Hand him over." "I told you," the raccoon said, trembling. "I'm broke. I don't even have pockets." The largest possum, wearing a monocle made from a bottle cap, stepped forward. "Then it's your tail we'll be taking." Unacceptable, thought Sunshine, and she didn't wait. A glowing quest notification popped into the air above her beak. Possible quest: Woodland Justice. Objective: defend the raccoon from possum bandits. Reward: +1 experience, +1 skill point, forest reputation increase. Sunshine burst from the bushes in a full sprint. She didn't have dodge roll or precision peck yet, but she did have instincts, momentum, and a chicken-sized attitude problem. The possums barely had time to react. She flapped once, leapt, and body slammed the smallest possum square in the chest. The two tumbled into a bush in a blur of fur and feathers. "It's a chicken!" one shouted. "I think it's a ninja chicken," another screamed. Sunshine rolled, popped to her feet, and let out a single, low, terrifying "Brrr." The bandits closed in. She pivoted to face the first attacker. No advanced moves yet, just speed. She dodged right, ran up the side of a root, and delivered a basic peck to the nearest tail. The possum yelped and spun. Another possum lunged. Sunshine dropped flat, letting him fly overhead, then flapped and kicked the last one in the shin. The raccoon, who was still brandishing his spatula, wasn't sure what to think of the whole situation. Am I hallucinating? Did I eat the wrong berries again? The possum regrouped, bruised and confused. The one with the bottle cap monocle hissed, "We outnumber her. She's just a chicken." Sunshine narrowed her eyes. That was a mistake. They charged, and she ducked under the first swing and kicked the possum's foot just enough to send him sprawling. The second reached for her, and Sunshine hopped backwards, barely out of reach. The third tripped over the second. Clucks echoed like war drums. Sunshine ran up the fallen log behind them, leapt into the air, flapped once, and landed square on Monocle's face with both talons. The possum squealed and fled, followed closely by the others. "You'll regret this, drumstick," one shouted, vanishing into the forest. The raccoon collapsed, panting. You saved me," he wheezed. "I'm not sure I can do anything to help you." Sunshine stepped forward and nodded. Quest complete. +1 experience, +2 skill point, forest reputation +20, title unlocked, Cluck of Courage, purely cosmetic. A glowing menu blinked to life once again. Available skill points 1. Sunshine mentally selected the ninja tree again. Precision Peck, level 1. Ninja Jump, level 1. Dodge Roll, level 1. Sunshine didn't hesitate. "I need more control," she thought to herself. "Every strike has to count." She selected Precision Peck, level 1. A rush of knowledge flooded her mind, or whatever part of a chicken stores ninja combat data anyways. Her beak tingled faintly, glowing for just a moment. A new icon hovered above her head. Precision Peck unlocked. The raccoon reached into his satchel and pulled out a small, shiny bottle cap. It's not much," he said, "but this was my best shiny thing. Take it, chicken warrior." Sunshine accepted the offering with a small bow. One skill stronger, one forest safer. She clucked softly and turned away, heading deep into the woods as the sun filtered through the trees. The forest knew her now. Sunshine moved with purpose through the shaded trails and mossy ridges, her ninja awareness keeping her senses sharp and her newly acquired precision peck giving her confidence. She tested the skill occasionally, striking at hanging acorns, catching a falling leaf midair, lightly pecking a log just to hear the crack it made. She was getting stronger, but strength wasn't everything. I need height, speed, range, she thought. I need to be able to fly without flying. A shimmering quest feather hovered above a mushroom circle near the brook. Quest: save the duck in a bucket. Objective: rescue a duck trapped upside down in a metal pail. Reward: 0.5 experience. Duck ally bonus. Sunshine sighed. Not every quest was glorious. She found the bucket, heard the muffled quacking, and gently rolled it until the duck flopped out with a quack. The duck blinked. "Thanks, I was doing, yoga, upside down breathing." Sunshine nodded slowly. The duck waddled off, wobbling slightly, muttering something about joining a book club instead. Quest complete. Save the duck in the bucket. 0.5 experience awarded. New ally, Muffin the duck. Later, she stood face to face with a humming road weed whacker. The gas-powered tool spun wildly near a trailhead, having fallen off of a landscaper's truck, and gained what the upgrade system called ambient glitch energy. Quest: the whirling demon. Threat level: medium. Objective: disable the rogue lawn tool. Reward: 0.5 experience. Sunshine studied it from behind a log. The blades spun erratically, slicing grass and occasionally launching pebbles into the air. She darted between bursts, waiting for the engine to hiccup. Then, precision peck. Click! She hit the power switch dead on. The engine sputtered, coughed, and fell silent. The forest sighed in relief. Quest complete. The whirling demon. 0.5 experience awarded. Level up. +1 skill point awarded. The skill menu shimmered into view once more. And once more, Sunshine activated the ninja skill tree. I've conquered the ground. Now, I think I need the sky, she thought, and she selected Ninja Jump Level 1. Skill unlocked. Ninja Jump Level 1. Effect: enhanced vertical leap, extended airtime, minor mid-air control. Her legs felt light, her center of gravity shifted. She immediately tested it by hopping up onto a nearby boulder, then a tree stump, then a branch, until she startled a blue jay who said something nasty and flapped away indignantly. She crouched on the branch, balanced perfectly, and looked over the forest. A chicken above the trees. Strange days indeed. With Ninja Jump added to her toolkit, Sunshine pushed further into the forest's secret places, climbing rocky slopes, leaping ravines, scaling broken branches that no chicken had dared reach before. In one clearing, she found a toad pacing in circles, wearing a leaf like a cape. "Big stuff's coming," the toad muttered. "Temple waking. You will see." Sunshine tilted her head. From the sky, a golden feather descended and slowly landed before her. Major quest available. Trial of the Flame Feather Temple. Objective: defeat the corrupted guardian and unlock elemental potential. Reward: +1 XP, +1 skill point. Fire tree skill access unlocked. She watched the feather glow and fade, and then she checked her skill loadout. Currently, she had Ninja Awareness, Passive, Precision Peck Level 1, and Ninja Jump Level 1. She was ready. With a hop, she launched into the trees, leaping from branch to branch as smoke curled in the distance. Smoke that came not from fire, but from something older, something calling her name. The Flame Feather Temple was waiting. The sky over the Flame Feather Temple was tinted with ash, as if the clouds had burned their edges. The ruins loomed atop a rocky ridge, ancient stone walls cracked by time, vines clinging to carvings of heroic chickens with glowing beaks and proud stances. Sunshine stood at the threshold, still and watchful. The wind whispered through the trees behind her. A faint ember drifted from the temple's archway. A place of fire, a test of skill, she thought. Let's see if I am worthy of the flame. A glowing prompt hovered at the entrance like a burning invitation. Again it read, Major Quest, Trail of the Flame Feather Temple, Threat, Boss Level Encounter, Objective, Defeat the Corrupted Guardian, Reward, 1 XP, 1 Skill Point, Unlock Fire Elemental Skill Tree. Sunshine stepped inside. The inner sanctum was silent, except for the crackle of embers and the low hum of something ancient. Pillars ringed the chamber, broken and scorched. Faint ruins glowed beneath the soot. At the center stood the guardian rooster, massive, proud, and visibly warped. His feathers shimmered like molten metal. His eyes glowed bright orange, and smoke curled from his wings. He turned slowly, claws scraping the floor. "You dare enter the temple, hatchling?" he growled. Sunshine clucked once. "I came for fire," she thought. "Let's get cooking." But all she actually said was, "Barker?" The guardian let out a bellowing caw, and the floor erupted with flame. Sunshine jumped straight over the first blast. Ninja Jump launched her cleanly over a fire-lined crack in the ground. She landed behind one of the pillars, then circled fast, trying to get a clear opening. The guardian swung a wing, flinging sparks. She ducked, rolled under a collapsing beam, and darted to the side. She had only 3 skills available: Ninja Awareness, keeping her alert, Precision Peck, which was her best attack, and Ninja Jump, which helped with mobility. No fire powers yet, no fancy dodges, just discipline and timing. She launched from behind a pillar, sprinted straight at the guardian, and aimed carefully. Center of mass, feather-lined seam, strike now, she thought. And with a peck, the guardian staggered. You dare. He swung back, talons slashing, and Sunshine barely managed to ninja jump backward to avoid it. She landed somewhat clumsily, wings flapping for balance. The guardian reared back, letting loose a beam of flame. Sunshine darted behind a scorched column, then leapt to higher ground, scrambled onto a platform, and leapt off the top. Mid-air, she twisted, narrowed her eyes. Precision peck. Straight to the weak spot, just under the guardian's neck. Crack! The fire dimmed, the room rumbled. The guardian fell to one knee, wings spreading wide. The flames extinguished, and he bowed his head. A floating ember, gold and red, rose from his chest and drifted towards her. Quest complete. Trial of the Flame Feather Temple, +1 experience, +1 skill point, Fire Element skill tree unlocked. The temple walls lit up. The carvings of old chicken champions glowed with energy, and the soot faded. Sunshine stood alone in the chamber as the upgrade screen blinked into view. Fire Element skill tree, Fire Beak, level 1. Temporarily ignite your beak for scorching attacks. Additional fire skills locked until later. Sunshine obviously selected Fire Beak level 1. A soft flame passed over her beak. Not painful, more like holding the sun on her face. Her beak glowed faintly orange and then cooled. Fire, precision, focus, perfect. The upgrade interface faded. She turned towards the exit. Behind her, the guardian faded into light. The temple's carving shimmered one last time, and then went still. The wind outside smelled of new leaves and scorched ash. And Sunshine suddenly felt, well, a little bit tired and a little bit lonely. There were so many more skills to gain, so many more quests to take part in, but right now, Sunshine had a choice. Should she stay out in the wild and, possibly risk her life, or go back to the hobby farm with her good old friends, Coulson and Cecily? Freedom had completely changed her. Now that she knew what it was like, she couldn't possibly go back. But it was so soft there, so warm, and they always fed her on time. She thought about it for a moment before eventually deciding that with her new skills, she could easily get out again if she wished. She used her ninja jump, making her way from branch to branch, quickly moving towards the hobby farm once more. When the fence came into view, Sunshine Shadowbeak leapt into the air, spread her wings, and easily made it over the thing, back into the yard. The door to the henhouse was closed, but Sunshine was now smarter and more aware. She jumped into the air, and with a precision peck, she hit the latch. The door opened, Sunshine snuck her way inside and pulled the door closed. She headed to her nest. It was soft and comfortable. She curled up inside it, closed her tired eyes, and just began to breathe. With each breath, she let go of a little more tension from her little chicken muscles, and she sank down deeper and deeper into the nest until her mind started to wander off to thoughts of new dreams and new adventures to come. Good night, everyone.